morning, everyone. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lena. I make college and book related content. I will be bringing you along today in a college day in my life. It is September 14th and it is 7:45 a.m. I rolled out of bed at 6 this morning. You didn't miss much. I just basically took a shower, got ready for the day, and then worked on one of my assignments and submitted it. I have 3 classes today. I have English, which is a critical analysis and research methods class, and then I have advanced French, followed by creative nonfiction writing in the afternoon. So it should be a pretty eventful day, and I'm excited to bring you all along. So I just got back from the dining hall, but this is my eternal struggle in the dining hall is they didn't have any bagels or English muffins or anything, so I started out by getting cereal. And these portions are so small, I usually just grab a couple and then I save some for snacks later. But then they put out the English muffins after, so I already had the cereal, so then I got the English muffins. It was a whole event, but I'm gonna put some almond butter on this English muffin, have my breakfast, and then I think I'm gonna start doing some work for creative nonfiction. So I just finished working on creative writing. We basically just had to read some submissions from our peers and write some comments on them for our discussion today. And now I'm going to work on my plan in my planner. I've already listed some couple things that I have to do today, but I'm going to figure out what else I need to do, as well as my schedule. I do have like the knockoff day designer, which is the collaboration with Target, which means they don't have like the every hour. So my solution to that is just basically using blank copy paper and writing down like every hour, making a plan, because with online school it's so easy to become disorganized. So I'm going to work on my plan for Monday. My English class, which is revolving around Edgar Allan Poe and critical analysis, begins in about 30 minutes, so I have time to work on this. I would also highly suggest dressing up for class. I'm just wearing this navy dress with purple flowers on it and these really cute flutter sleeves. I really suggest dressing up for class because it's hard with online class to feel motivated, and dressing up definitely makes me feel more put together and like I can actually pay attention and focus in class. So it is 8:53 and I'm gonna log on to my first class of the morning in about 2 minutes. But first I'm going to get out what we're working on. So this is a class all about interpretation of literature. So I need that textbook, and then also Poe's Selected Tales. And then I keep all my notebooks in this drawer. So blue is the color of my English class with a green folder. And yeah, so now I have everything I need and I'm ready to begin my class. I just finished up with my French class and I put on my mask to head out and grab some lunch, and I will update you on how my classes went when I get back from lunch. So I just got out of my English class. I had that first, and then immediately after I have my advanced French class. I enjoyed both a lot. Right now in English, as I said, we're learning different theories. So our first theory we are studying right now is new criticism, which is, I absolutely love this. This is why I want to be an English major, learning about all the different theories. And then I had French, and we are studying a bunch of different songs right now. And the 2 songs that we discussed today, of course, the Makita classic, and we also talked about J'ai deux amours, which has 2 different versions by Josephine Baker and Madeleine Peyroux. I don't know if anyone cares about that, but I just thought I would share. The other thing is, I never guessed in a million years that seeing people on the quad with masks in the sunshine would ever make me so happy. And it shows that you can still have fun with all the guidelines, but I am so hungry, so I am definitely going to dig in. I just finished my lunch. It was decent. It wasn't amazing, but I ate it, so it was okay. And it is about 1 o'clock now. I just got off the phone with my mom. We spoke for about 20 minutes, but she had places to be, things to do. So I have about half an hour until my creative nonfiction writing class starts. Today there's actually a workshop, so we are critiquing and workshopping, I guess, other people's work within our group. But before that, I think I'm going to read some Anna Karenina. I really need to find a place to put this book that's not on my shelf because it is so annoying to get off and on. But here it is. I am on page 576. I think I've read about 20 pages this morning. And if you're wondering what this tab is, it is on page 370 of the Barnes & Noble Classics edition. Basically the best proposal I've read in literature in quite some time. That's why it's tabbed in pink, but I normally don't tab my books. So I think I'm just going to read about 20 pages of this or so. I've basically decided that obviously everyone says self-care is so important, making time for yourself, the whole spiel. But I usually would save it until the end of the night and be like, oh, I'll just read when I get in bed and I'll write in my journal when I get in bed and that whole thing. But the problem is I keep working up until that point and then I realize that I actually should be going to sleep. So something new that I'm trying this week is actually doing some reading time or some just time to do anything that I'm interested in before I go to bed. So in a random 20 to 30 minutes that I have to myself that I don't need to be working on classwork, I'm going to be doing that. And so today I'm reading Anna Karenina because I am desperately trying to finish that book. And hopefully if I read 20 to 40 pages a day, I'll finish it in a week or so. I'm planning on reading that right now. So I just got out of my creative nonfiction class. It went really well. I enjoyed the workshop. My workshop session's coming up at the end of this month, so it was nice to see what the workshop kind of layout is. And I just changed into some clothes to work out now. I'm just going to work out in my room with my yoga mat. So as I mentioned in a previous video, I just follow some workout videos that I find on YouTube. I'm willing to explain my system because I have a little bit of a system that I go through, but yeah, so let's do that. So I just finished my workout. I did about 20 minutes of, I did a 20-minute HIIT workout and then 10 minutes of abs. So I'm done with my workout for the day. I stretched after and I am so tight. I was just looking at the list of homework things that I have to do as well as the kind of itinerary I had planned for today. And I have some creative nonfiction work to do as well as some accounting work to do. So I think I'm going to start reading chapter 3 of my accounting textbook. I have accounting tomorrow, and I was also looking at the calendar of events for St. Lawrence, and I noticed that there was a off-campus program presentation via Zoom, because what else would it be on? So it's today at 5, and I'm hoping, really hoping, that I will be able to study abroad next fall in France. If you don't know, I hope to be a French major as well as an English major, as I mentioned previously. So I really would like to learn more about that because I have to apply this year if I want to study in the fall. So I'll probably attend that. But I have about 45 minutes until that starts, so I think I will get started on some accounting reading. The unfortunate news of my accounting reading is that we had to get online textbooks, and I hate reading online textbooks, so it's kind of like the worst thing ever, not gonna lie, but it's a necessary evil, so... I definitely never take notes the same way for every class, but I try to keep it consistent within each class. So I can just show you a sneak peek of how I take my accounting notes. It might be helpful, it might not. The first thing about me when I take notes is I take notes with pencil. I just like to be able to erase my mistakes. I also like to be able to write on the fronts and backs of pages, and this makes it more difficult when you're using pen. So I just start with the name of the chapter, and then I go by section. And my system is basically, I write the section, then I do a bullet point, then I do an asterisk, and then I do these little arrows. And that's just how I use my system. And then obviously as I go along, just continues. And yeah, it's not that complicated. I'm not a big person into colors. I like to keep things really, really simple. Sometimes when I'm studying things, I'll use colors, but when I'm done with all of this, I'll just compile whatever chapters I need, and I'll type it all up into one full outline, and then I can use that outline to study. This is what the outline looks like for chapters 1 and 2, because we just had a test, so I just type it all up. And then it's all in one place for me to study. So I just finished up with the study abroad info session. I didn't learn a ton of new things, but I'm really glad I went because I realized last week that the deadline to apply is coming up and I gotta get on it. So it was nice to refresh a lot of the small details, and now I know some of the next steps I need to start on sooner than later. I have about 40 minutes till I will head to supper. And this is definitely something that I recommend to be productive, is if you have 20 to 40 minutes before your next thing, that's definitely enough time to get something done. So I think I'm going to work on my response to creative nonfiction workshop submissions. So I think I'm going to do that because honestly, I'd rather have time at the end of the night to myself than time right now, because I won't really use it for anything that productive. So I'm going to work on that, and then I will check in with you after I get my supper probably. Hopefully it's something good. So I haven't checked in a while, but basically I went and got my supper from Dana. It was okay. Not great. Pretty basic. I got grilled chicken because that's what you have to get when you don't like what's the main course. Yeah, and then I just basically had some tea, and now I am going, and then I talked to my mom. Just appreciate that beautiful flower. Anyway, so I'm just going to do some more homework for the night. I come to you from the depths of my bed to say goodnight to you all. I finished up my homework for the night. It's a little after 9:30, I think, and I'm going to watch some of a TV show as a way to reward myself for getting my homework done, and then I'll head to bed around 10:30. I'm watching Call My Agent, otherwise known as 10%. It's a French TV show. I basically watch it with French subtitles because I'm not that good at French yet, but it's a way to practice my French, and I also am really enjoying this show so far. So that's all for me for today. If you have any questions about St. Lawrence or video recommendations, please leave them down in the comments below. I would love to hear them. And please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next week.